morning everyone, welcome to your English class. Dear students, today we are going to continue with the explanation of lesson number 3, a rupee goes a long way. This is my second video of this lesson, so I have written part 2 over here. Open your books on page number 27. Dear students, as we have already discussed in our previous video that Ranji went to the riverside to do fishing, but he found that the river was dry. Now he was very sad. He was thinking that he could not get the jalebis for which he was thinking of, and neither he was able to do fishing. So on the way back to the bazaar, he found a boy sitting and blowing flute. When he heard that flute, he was captivated by the flute. Then he thought that he would exchange that flute with his fishing rod. Now we'll read further. Did you catch anything? No, said Ranji. I didn't stay very long. Now here the boy who was sitting with the flute, he asked Ranji that whether he caught any fish or not. Ranji replied in negative, that he didn't stay very long. There was a long silence. Then Ranji said, it's a good rod. There was a long silence between that boy and Ranji, and then after some time Ranji replied to that boy that the rod is very good. The boy in respect to that reply, he also told him that the flute is very good too. Ranji took the flute and examined it. He put it to his lips and blew hard. There was a shrill squeaky noise, and startled magpie flew out of a mango tree. Not bad, said Ranji. Now what is told in this paragraph is that Ranji took the flute and examined it. He first tried the flute he tried the flute, and then when he put the flute to his lips and blew hard, there was a shrill squeaky noise which came out of that flute. A magpie was startled to hear this, so it flew out of the mango tree. Now, as Ranji did not know anything about the notes of the flute, so he thought to himself that the music which came out of that flute was not bad. The boy had taken the rod from Ranji and was looking it over. Not bad, he said. Now, here it is said that as Ranji examined that flute, that boy who was having the flute, he examined Ranji's fishing rod too. Ranji hesitated no longer. Let's exchange a trade. A trade was made. The boy took the fishing rod and went on his way. Ranji began playing the flute. The notes sounded lovely to him, but they startled people who were passing on the road. In this paragraph, it has been said that for a very short period, Ranji hesitated, but after that, he decided that he would do the trade. He would exchange his fishing rod for that wooden flute. To Ranji, the notes which he was blowing on the flute, he felt that they were lovely. But for the people who were passing by, it sounded very shrill and squeaky, and it made the people feel very noisy. When he came to the clock tower, where the bazaar began, he sat on the low wall and blew vigorously on the flute. I can play better than that, said a boy who was carrying several empty milk cans. Let's see, Ranji said. Now what is being told here? that when Ranji reached the clock tower and sat on the low wall, he was blowing the flute vigorously. Vigorously means full of energy. He was blowing the flute very hard. But just then, a boy who was carrying empty milk cans came there, and he said that he could blow the flute better than what Ranji was playing on it. Ranji said, "Let's see how well you could play." He actually challenged that boy that he would also see that how he would play, how he can play better than him or not. Now let's turn the page to page number 28. The boy took the flute and played a lovely little tune. "You can have it for a rupee," said Ranji. "I don't have any money to spare," said the boy, "but you can have this necklace." He showed Ranji a pretty necklace of brightly colored stones. "The stones are very precious," said the boy. "They were found in the mountains near Tibet." Now what is being said here? There's a conversation going on between Ranji and the boy who was carrying empty cans. He said to Ranji that the flute is very good, but he did not have money to pay for it. Ranji offered him the flute for ₹1, but as the boy did not have money, he offered him that he could take his necklace, which had pretty brightly colored stones. He also told him that the stones were very precious as they were found near mountains of Tibet. Ranji knew that the stones had little value, but they were pretty, and he was tired of the flute. They made the exchange, and the boy went off playing the flute. Ranji was about to thrust the necklace into his pocket when he noticed a girl staring at him. Her name was Koki, and she lived close to his house. "Hello, Koki," he said. "What's that you've got, Ranji?" "A necklace. Would you like to have it?" "Oh, thank you," said Koki, clapping her hands with pleasure. ₹1, said Ranji. Now what is being said here in this paragraph? It is being told to us that Ranji already knew that stones had very little value, but they were looking very pretty to him. So he took the necklace and gave that boy the flute which he had. Then just he was about to put that necklace in his pocket, he noticed that a small little girl whose name was Koki, she was staring at him. He said hello to Koki, and then when he said hello to Koki, Koki asked Ranji that what he has got. He told her that this is a necklace, and he also asked her if she wanted to have it. Koki said, "Oh, thank you." She was very happy. She exclaimed her happiness, and she started clapping with pleasure that she is going to have a beautiful necklace. But just then Ranji said that he wants ₹1 for it. "Oh," said Koki. She made a face, but Ranji was looking the other way and humming. Koki kept staring at the necklace. Slowly she opened a little purse, took out a shining new rupee, and held it out to Ranji. Ranji handed her the necklace. Then he ran across to the Jumna sweet shop and tossed the coin on the counter. "Jalebis for ₹1, he said. The sweet seller studied the coin carefully and said, "Always at your service, sir." He filled a paper bag with hot jalebis and handed them over. When Ranji reached the clock tower, he found Koki waiting. "Oh, I'm so hungry," she said, giving him a shy smile. So they sat side by side on the low wall, and Koki helped Ranji finish the jalebis. Now what is being said here? It's being told to us that when Ranji offered the necklace to Koki, he asked for a rupee. At that time, when Koki came to know this, she made her face. Made face means show that she was not happy to hear that. She was not happy to hear that she has to give him a rupee for that necklace. But she kept on staring at the necklace, and then she decided that she would pay him the rupee. She opened her little purse and paid 1 rupee to Ranji. Ranji took that new shining coin and went straight away to the Jamna sweet shop, and then there again he tossed the coin on the counter and asked the owner to pack jalebis for 1 rupee. The sweet seller studied the coin carefully, and then he filled the bag of paper with hot jalebis. He handed over that packet to Ranji. Ranji went to the clock tower back again, and he sat on the low wall along with Koki. Koki smiled at him, and she told him that she was so hungry at that time. So at last it has been said that they both of them, Koki and Ranji, were sitting on the low wall and having the jalebis. They were enjoying the jalebis, as well as Koki was enjoying the pretty necklace which she got from Ranji. Dear students, this story is adapted from A Rupee Goes a Long Way by Ruskin Bond. That's all for today, dear students. Thank you and have a good day.